Welcome to Rewired for Great Success with Dr. Aimee Sanchez, neuropsychologist, executive coach, organizational development expert, award-winning best-selling author, and international speaker. Dr. Sanchez is on a mission to impact 1 million leaders through her thought leadership and specialized programs for women leaders. She is passionate about helping organizations strategize and draw a direct connection between leadership, diversity and inclusion, and organizational outcomes. Welcome to the conversation.
Have you ever heard that saying, haste makes waste? What does that mean to you? Now, I know you may think that part of that saying has to do with moving slowly, delaying, or even missing an opportunity. Well, this principle also applies to your career journey. If you fail to learn what you need to know now so that you can be successful in the future, you will be delaying or prolonging your career trajectory. So having a strategic career development plan really is the key. Now, it would be disingenuous to suggest that there aren't obstacles to your promotion, pivot, or transition as a woman leader that are not entirely within your control, okay? For example, maybe you're a mid or senior career professional who's struggling to take the steps for whatever reason to move up to the next strategic or stimulating role. Or maybe you find, that despite outstanding and positive performance reviews, you still feel like you're underutilized in your current role. Or maybe you get that pat on the back every year when you ask for a promotion or a salary increase, and they say, keep up the good work. You're doing a great job. Or you're one of the top candidates. I've heard that one before. Or let's talk more about promotion next year. Or we just don't have it in the budget when you talk about getting that promotion. Some of these things may feel like they're out of your control. Some of these issues may be related to systemic factors. Or maybe you even encounter gender bias in the interview process that interferes with your real ability to advance to the next level role. Now, even though these things are things that we cannot entirely control, we do play a part. There is a dynamic that is happening here. The organization or industry is playing their part, and we are playing our part, however that may be. And so to change that dance, what I suggest is that you have to think about that you have an ability to respond to the obstacles that is very much within your power and is very much within your control, how you respond. So with that, I say it is time to change the script. If you've been responding in a certain way in response to those particular obstacles, now it's time to change how that dance is done. And I believe you can do that by understanding the unwritten rules to help you successfully navigate promotion, pivot, or transition, because that will help you gain critical tools that are needed in order to help you to have more influence and impact in your profession. It would also help you feel like you're able to get more interesting and strategic projects if that's what you're interested in, or even expanding your responsibility, or gaining a next level role, or even earning what you're worth and being able to ask for more. Also, understanding those unwritten rules can help you to be more strategic about handling politics at the senior management level so you don't get exhausted and your energy doesn't get sapped by feeling as though you're in that dynamic of powerlessness. This will also, having knowledge of how to navigate these unwritten rules will help you to be more resilient to stress and challenges that you might be facing, and even map out a custom strategy or plan that's going to help you to be able to achieve your goals. I had a client who was a department head, and it really was a very interesting dynamic that was being played out at the organization here. They had been at this organization for over 20 years and had not had a raise in 8 years. Can you believe it? But this person was leading at a very high level, but very much felt as though they were stuck in the position of being the go-to person and the glue for every department, even those that were not within their scope. And so what was happening is the residual effect of that was burnout, a lot of stress, anxiety, taking that stuff home, and feeling the panic that was connected to that if I'm not here, things won't happen. And so we had to change that dance in a very pragmatic way. So after just 8 weeks of working together, this was a great byproduct. What I'm going to tell you what happened here, but it was not the goal. The goal was to reduce the stress. But after just 8 weeks of working together, we were able to work through many of those challenges that were coming up in the workplace that were partially manufactured by how she was responding to the dance that the organization was engaging her in. And so, with that, we were able to help her to successfully navigate for a six-figure retroactive pay increase. What is a retroactive pay increase? That means they went back 8 years after we had that discussion, after she had that discussion, I should say. And it really was about changing her mindset. She felt confident and competent enough to have the conversation with her employer about, hey, this is what's happened over the last 8 years. I wasn't compensated as such. And they went back and they honored her by giving her that six-figure retroactive pay increase. And then going forward, she had a pay increase and a title change to match. She also was able to speak with more confidence because she was being crippled by the doubt and the anxiety and the feeling of exhaustion in the workplace that kept her from feeling as though she could speak up and have an opinion that would be heard. She's also able to set important boundaries and was able to delegate her workload in a way that helped her to be able to optimize when she was at work and be more effective, and also able to spend more time with her family. So, how did she do it? How did she do it? How did she do it? It sounds a lot easier said than done sometimes, but it boils down to haste makes waste. She controlled the narrative that was being shared about her contributions. She controlled the narrative that was being shared about her value. And she controlled the narrative that was being shared about her career future. She took control and got back in the driver's seat when it came to her career. But first, it began with clarity. And then this clarity inspired the motivation to move into action. So I just want to encourage you again, don't delay your own advancement by being stuck in indecision. I'm very excited to share that the next live version of the Rewired for Great Success program is starting here at the end of this month. And if you're looking to reach that next level in your career, we can work together to help you make it happen. I provide individual and group executive coaching for women leaders who want to push themselves to really maximize their potential to reach that next stage of their career. This is all about mindset and strategy. I have 17 plus years of experience really developing high performance professionals, entrepreneurs, executives, and teams so that they can realize and unleash their leadership potential. So if you want to hear more about how we can help you devise a strategy to start winning in your career in the next 90 days, visit our website at draimee.sanchez.com. I hope that this episode has brought value to you. My name is Dr. Sanchez. I'll see you next time.
Thank you for joining the conversation. Remember to subscribe, share, and join us next time.